Hey guys, Charles here with Sports Money. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Conor McGregor's UFC career earnings. So I know Conor made money in different organizations before the UFC, but in this video, I'm only going to talk about the money he made in the UFC. We all know Conor McGregor today makes the most money in the UFC, making about $3 million a fight, and I'm sure it's going to go up for his next fight. But I'm going to show you kind of how he got there, where he started from, and kind of how he got to making the money he made now. All right, so Conor's first fight in UFC was UFC on Fuel TV 9. It was on the Mosasi versus Latifi undercard. So he made $76,000 that fight. So 8,000 to show, 8,000 for the win, and $60,000 knockout bonus. So as you can see, he was only guaranteed $8,000 for the fight. That knockout bonus was huge for him. Made some pretty good money that fight for it being his first UFC fight. I'll show you in the next slide. He didn't stay up there but there's definitely some good money for your first fight. Second fight is on the UFC Fight Night versus on the Shogun versus Sonnen undercard. So that you see right here, he only made $24,000 that fight. So it's making $76,000 his first fight. Really good money. It went kind of down a little bit to $24,000. He got 12,000 to show and another 12,000 for the win. All right, so his third fight in UFC, he was on the. It's actually he's headlining this fight versus Brado. So $82,000. He made 16 to show, 16 to win, and $50,000 for the performance of the night bonus. So as you guys can see, he still didn't make that much money. He was headlining the card, but he was only guaranteed $16,000. So a lot of his money at the beginning was all just bonuses, good performances, good knockouts, and that really was carrying him. So he had to perform to get the money he wanted. All right, next fight was UFC 178. So this was the first fight got up to the six-figure range. The first fight he made really good money just to be there. But still, as you can see, 75,000 to show, 75,000 for the win, and the performance of the night kind of took him over to get him to that $200,000 mark. So yeah, he made good money pretty quick. A lot of win bonuses, for fighters when they first start off in the UFC, they got to win to make that really good money. But he definitely, started off on fire, got to that 200,000 mark pretty quick. A lot of people still aren't making that now. They've been fighting for a while, so it's definitely, he really went up the ranks really fast with the UFC. His next fight, he was headlining again, McGregor versus Silver, UFC Fight Night. So $220,000. He was still up there. 85,000 for the show, 85,000 to win, and another $50,000 performance of the night bonus. So McGregor, he didn't start off in the UFC, so there were a lot of fights before this. And then he got to not making that much, and then he got to this level. So it definitely wasn't fast. It definitely wasn't quick. But once he got rolling, that's when everything picked up really fast for him in the UFC. So his next fight, UFC 189, right here, over $500,000. So yeah, this is when the money really started rolling in for McGregor. 500,000 just to show. Another 30,000 from Reebok, and another $50,000 for performance of the night. So McGregor, a lot of McGregor money early was just from straight performances. This is when they started that whole Reebok fight week incentive thing, so he made a couple, some more money off of that. But definitely, a lot of his money was just off him, what he was doing in the ring. All right, so UFC 194, McGregor versus Aldo. So you see right here, he dominated Aldo. This is supposed to be the fight to kind of see what he was made of. It didn't last no time at all. So that was a pretty crazy one right there. This fight right here versus Aldo, it was a TKO in the first round. Picture shows it all right there. So $500,000 just to show up again. Then performance of the night, a quick knockout, 50,000, and some more money from Reebok. All right, so this was the fight right here that kind of got me introduced to McGregor as just a kind of a casual fan at the UFC at that time. When he fought Nate Diaz, first fight he made $1 million in the UFC. Got another 40,000 Reeboks, another 50,000 fight that night. So This is kind of when the casual fan became known for McGregor. He wasn't supposed to fight Diaz at first, but they kind of brought Diaz in late notice. McGregor ended up losing this fight. He choked out McGregor. But after that fight, it was a great fight. So that fight led to this next one. This one right here, I'm a little biased about this one, but I call this one the greatest fight in UFC history, man. This fight was crazy. I watched this fight on some like bootleg internet. I'm not sure what website it was, but man, this fight right here was probably I say is the greatest fight in UFC history. Still to this day, I'm sure some people have their opinions. You can post what you want in the comment section. What do you think the greatest fight in UFC history was? But I say it was 202 McGregor versus Diaz 2. If you see right here, that last fight, McGregor's page just skyrocketed $3 million. He got a couple, got some change from Reebok and fight of the night again. This was a great fight. Both guys gave everything. McGregor got the win. I think McGregor definitely won the fight. But like I said earlier, it was just two people just brawling. Diaz made some good money that fight. It was just an all around, like I said, the greatest fight of all time. All right, so after that fight, McGregor pretty much was the most popular. Everyone knows him by this time. Um, it really wasn't much to say. He was just the most dominant. Look at this picture right here, how he dominated this fight. He was still getting over $3 million, and it kind of led to what he's making today. So right here, this is McGregor's last fight in the UFC. He fought Khabib, got dominated by Khabib. Not much to say about the fight itself. He got dominated. There was a lot of turmoil before the fight with the whole chair in the window and the fight that happened after the match was already over. So I think the camera might be blocking it a little bit, but McGregor was fined $50,000 that fight. So he was on pace to make $3.3 million, $3.03 million, but the fine kind of knocked him down a little bit. Which at that point he was already making a $3 million fight, a lot of sponsorship. That didn't hurt him too much, but this fight right here is definitely. I think once McGregor comes back, he's going to get that rematch versus Khabib. I don't think he can beat him, but I think a lot of people was going to watch, and I think McGregor probably ended up making $4 million, $5 million for that fight. This next slide, I'll show you why he probably hasn't fought in a while and the kind of money he, deserves. So, see, after he fought Khabib, he fought Floyd Mayweather, made $30 million. Yeah, one fight, $30 million. Pretty crazy. He almost tripled what he's made in the UFC. He's made just over $12 million in the UFC, but that one fight alone versus Mayweather, he made $30 million. So it's pretty crazy. UFC made some money from that as well, but I think it kind of hurt them in the long run because now McGregor is not going to fight for anything less than probably like $5 million a fight. So he probably does deserve it, honestly. Even though he lost to Khabib, people will watch McGregor fight. So whenever his next fight is, I'm sure he's going to ask for about $5 million a fight, maybe more. I'm not even sure exactly when it comes to the back end. But yeah, I think UFC is definitely going to have to pony up and pay him. He definitely deserves it. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Kind of thinking about doing this with either athletes or more fighters, kind of year by year earnings or fight by fight earnings. Make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.